What's up, everybody? It's Jackson Paradise here again with another episode. I hope you're all having a good holidays with your family and friends and enjoying it. Today we're talking the early signing period, some of the biggest commitments that happen, where some of the best recruits are going, and we gotta talk about this killer Alabama class that could get even better come February. As always, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, hit that bell button to get notifications. Let's hop into it. All the visits, all the offers, all the games you all went to. Congratulations and keep working hard. I'm happy for every single one of you guys. Obviously, a lot of commits signed during this early signing period. This is, I believe, the third year it's been in. But come February, the normal signing period, there's still a lot of big names to still make their decisions. Obviously, just looking over here, and I'm using 24/7 Sports as the rankings and everything, so. But there's JT Tuilamulo. He's basically between Ohio State and Alabama. And I was doing just on 24/7 Sports. As of right now, Alabama is at 319 and some change points. The record is Florida with 324. And if they were able to land JT, that would put them over the all-time record mark. This class is looking good. But speaking of Ohio State, they got some studs. They got Jack Sawyer, Donovan Jackson, Emeka Egbuka, obviously a killer stud wide receiver. This class is going to be good. And I was looking at it. Alabama in their class has 6 5-stars, and Ohio State has 5. Obviously, just extremely good classes, but just some other big name commits. Let's see, Caleb Williams going to Oklahoma. Oklahoma is really becoming QBU under Coach Riley. Smil Mondin and Xavier Sori, both linebackers, going to Georgia. Amarius Mims, a good offensive tackle. Offensive tackle going to Georgia. There were some teams that loaded up, and I'm excited to see these recruits play. Not necessarily just the Alabama ones, but overall. And like I said, I'm happy for all of them, no matter if they went to Alabama or not. I'm extremely happy for them. And so enough of that, however, as now we're going to start focusing on this Alabama class. Like I said earlier, has a chance to be the best ever. But we're going to wait a little bit because I just want to point out this recruiting staff. Coach Sark, Coach Kelly Golding, Coach Sinceri, Coach Flood, Coach Huffs, Coach Scott, Coach Higgins, obviously, and Coach Saban to top that all off. But I just want to point something out to you guys real quick. So, obviously, as you guys see here, Alabama with the 3 best recruiters in the country. Whole United States, Alabama has the top 3 recruiters. Obviously, here, number 1 running backs coach Charles Huff. Number 2 is cornerbacks coach Carl Scott. And third in the country, third best recruiter in the country, behind 2 other Alabama recruiters, of course, is special teams coach and tight ends coach Jeff Banks. So let's take a look at the work that each of these 3 have done. So obviously, as you guys see, Coach Huff being the lead recruiter for 4 5-star commits in this class, led by offensive tackle J.C. Latham from IMG Academy, Dallas Turner, a defensive end from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Damon Payne, a defensive tackle from Belleville, Michigan, Ja'Cory Brooks, a wide receiver, also from IMG Academy, and then also he was the lead recruiter for 4-star cornerback Devontae Smith from Ohio, a.k.a. Smith. So obviously now the work we're going to point out is cornerbacks coach Carl Scott, as this man put in some work in the recruiting trail also, as he was the lead recruiter for 2 5-star commits in offensive tackle Tommy Brockermeyer and cornerback JaQuincy Kool-Aid McKinstry from Alabama. However, it doesn't stop there, as he was the lead recruiter for 4-star wide receiver commit JoJo Orrell from Texas. He was committed to LSU but flipped to Alabama on signing day. He was also James Brockermeyer, 4-star center, Tommy's brother, his lead recruiter, also from Texas. And then Tim Keenan, a 3-star defensive tackle from Alabama. However, his work doesn't stop there, as he was a secondary recruiter for 4-star cornerback Devontae Smith from Ohio. Obviously, Coach Huff is primary, Coach Scott secondary, and Coach Scott, to top it off, was a secondary recruiter for cornerback Kyrie Jackson, coming from JUCO, as he was and is regarded as one of the top, not just cornerback prospects, but one of the top junior college prospects. Coach Jeff Banks, the 3rd best recruiter in the nation, and he is the special teams and tight end coach at Alabama. And Coach Banks obviously put in work also, just like Coach Scott and Coach Huff, as he was the lead recruiter for 2 4-star wide receiver commits in Agai Hall and Christian Leary, both from Florida. And we'll talk about this wide receivers class next. And Banks didn't stop there, as he was the lead recruiter for 4-star dual threat quarterback Jalen Milroe from Texas, and 4-star linebacker Kendrick Blackshire, also from Texas. And Kendrick Blackshire, if you guys have not seen the picture, I will put it up, but he is a man amongst boys. So now, like I said, we're going to talk about this wide receivers class, but we also need to talk about this offensive line class. Like I said before, this offensive line class is full of studs. You all know Coach Kyle Flood is extremely happy with it. As it stands right now, there are 4 commitments, led by 2 5-stars, led by J.C. Latham, the number 1 offensive tackle in the nation, number 2 player overall, and the number 1 player coming out of the state of Florida. And then Tommy Brockermeyer, the other 5-star, number 1 player coming out of the state of Texas. And the number 2 offensive tackle overall in the nation, obviously only behind JC. And then Terrence Ferguson, a 4-star offensive guard out of the state of Georgia, who is a number 2 offensive guard and the number 6 best player coming out of Georgia. And I mentioned him earlier also, but James Brockermeyer, Tommy's brother, he is coming in as the number 1 center in the nation and the number 32 overall player in the state of Texas. However, this offensive line class may not be done, as I believe it was on signing day. An Auburn offensive line commit, Jaden Roberts, decommitted from North Shore, Texas. And it just so happens that Damian George, an offensive lineman now on the Alabama team, is also from that North Shore. And the moment he decommitted, a whole bunch of crystal balls started coming in for him to Alabama. So obviously that's 5 extremely good offensive linemen, and he may just be the cherry on top to the best offensive line class ever. Obviously, so excited about these guys. Really excited to talk about, but this next position that really excites me is this wide receivers class. Obviously, Devontae Smith is a senior, so he'll leave, and Jalen Waddle is projected to declare early for the draft. However, this wide receiver class coming in has 4 of the top 9 wide receiver prospects in the nation. It's led by 5-star Corey Brooks, the 2nd best wide receiver in the nation, and then the 5th best wide receiver is JoJo Orrell. Obviously flipped him from LSU. He's from Texas. And then 7th best wide receiver in the nation, Agai Hall. And then the 9th best wide receiver in the nation, Christian Leary. And what I said by how they complement each other so well is their physical attributes. Is you have JoJo and Christian Leary. They're both about 5'9", like around 190. But JoJo's recruiting profile was so similar to Jalen Waddle. And Leary's been on Twitter. He's declared himself the fastest player in the nation. So obviously that speed at the wide receiver position, we've seen it with Jalen Waddle, Henry Ruggs, etc. Obviously those two are so exciting with their speed. But then you have Corey Brooks and Agai Hall. They're both around 6'3". So obviously they're going to be able to be more physical, go up and get jump balls. And I am so excited about this wide receiver class coming in. Shout out to the recruiters for putting in work. Really, really talented. I'm really excited for them to get on campus and get to work. 24 commits, 24 signed, no decommits, no flips, which I think is very, very impressive and very good of his staff. Obviously, all 24 of them signed during the signing period, with 2 flips in Keanu Coe and Jojo Oral, both from LSU. And Millie's led by 6 5-stars, 14 4-stars, and 4 3-star commits. And obviously, just so excited about this class and what they can offer. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video and for the support, the likes, the comments, yada yada. And just very grateful for you guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell button, and have a very enjoyable and safe holidays with your friends and family. Enjoy it, stay safe, have fun. Thank you.